Okay, so some people have been asking me again how I actually moved from Cameroon to the European Union. I think I saw comments yesterday like this, and I think it's high time I address this again. So please listen to me so keenly so that if you finally make a decision to actually migrate to the Netherlands, then you can actually move if you wish. But before I even talk about my experience, because I came here as a student, right? Yeah, I'm here as a student, as an international student. That is all you need. And I want to talk about the procedure again. So please make sure you watch the video to the end so you actually understand everything detailedly. Now, the first thing I want to say first is Netherlands is a very good country, and you can come here as maybe on family reunion. Okay, if your spouse is here, your boyfriend is here. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, if you have a boyfriend in the Netherlands, he can easily invite you. But note that this procedure might be very difficult because they might ask you to write the Dutch exam and a whole lot of stuff, right? And this exam is written only in Ghana. So, and sometimes when you apply for the visa, it takes a lot of time to be out. So most people always dodge this area, but if you don't have the necessary funds to actually apply for a student visa, you can of course consider that route. But if you have the funds to take the student visa option, it is the easiest and fastest, as I can say. So you can move here on family reunion, you can move here to meet your boyfriend. It's possible, okay? Even if you guys are not married, it's possible. But the person who is a Dutch citizen will be the one to sponsor a boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm saying this so you know, in case you didn't know. Then the other option is moving as a student, the other option is moving as a worker. Now, sometimes the Netherlands will recruit people from all over the world, then bring them to the country and for them to work. You understand? But it's usually not easy to find such jobs. But again, if you are a highly skilled professional, it's easy, somehow easy. You just need to do the applications. But again, I will not advise you to always rely on this because I know why I'm saying so. So these are some of the ways you can move to the Netherlands, and it's a good country, very calm. Security is good. I think a few days back we were walking to the house at about past 1. Streets, lights everywhere, everything is good. Okay, everything is good. There are jobs here. I hope you get. I will not elaborate about that. Somebody was equally asking me if I'm staying on campus or off campus. I'm off campus, guys. On campus is so expensive and I cannot afford that. Now let's move. How did I move here? First, the reason why I moved here was because first I was looking for jobs abroad, right? I applied for jobs in Canada, I applied for jobs in Australia. I think 3 or 4 jobs in Australia, 5 or 6 in Canada, and even more. I don't remember. Then I remember I applied to like 4 jobs in the Netherlands here, and by then I was just contemplating to see if they might even say something or accept me. Now, boom, I receive rejections. Now, remember, I've applied to other countries before, and even Canada, I applied, like I said. Then I never got any rejection or any message for over 6 to 8 months. But after doing applications to the Netherlands, I got rejections in five, I think 1 week or 2 weeks or so. So, rejection. And they actually replied to me. So I said, okay, this is a place, I think this one is better. So what do we do? Let's figure a way out. If they are rejecting me because I'm not in the country, I cannot speak Dutch, then I have not been to the country for at least 3 years. These were the rejections I got. Then it means there is prospect here, right? Then I was looking again. I found out that some people are moving from Africa to this place with jobs offer. So I decided that okay, since I'm not in the highly skilled professions areas, or maybe if since I'm not a highly skilled professional, let me use the easiest way that will get me into the country so I can learn the Dutch, study their courses, or maybe do a degree. Then from there I can use it now to apply for jobs because it will be easy, right? Excellent. One thing before I forget, please, people are paid in the Netherlands according to qualification. If you didn't go to high school, you are being paid according to what you got. If you went to high school, your salary is a big up. If you went to college, your salary is a big up. If you went to university, your salary is a big up. And if you got a master's degree or PhD, your salary is a big up. So this is what you should know. Now, I decided I was looking at the schools. I applied to 4 schools. The video is still there. I mentioned that. Then One school, some of the other schools rejected me. One brought me out for interview and later rejected me. And this one I am presently in accepted my application. And immediately you apply to schools in the Netherlands and they accept your application. It is usually acceptance first. If you are accepted, definitely your visa is 98% guarantee. You are one foot in the Netherlands and another foot in your home country, at least 98%. So the main problem is usually admissions. But right now, the government is trying to maybe bring a cut to the students that are coming into the Netherlands because they are saying that there is no housing and a whole lot of stuff. And it's true. It took me about close to 9 or 10 days to get accommodation, and it was through a recommendation, right? So I'm saying this so you know and prepare yourself on what to do next. Now, I started my search and I found schools. I applied and I got an offer, one offer. And remember, my school, there was no application fee. Then later on, my school asked me to pay a tuition deposit. Remember, this tuition deposit, you are going to do it in form of a blocked account. You are paying the money to the school's account. And how are you going to do this payment? First, the school will tell you how much is your tuition fee. The school will equally tell you how much is your living cost money or the deposit for visa application. The school will equally tell you how much is your insurance, and they will equally tell you what you need for visa application fee. Then you join this money together, you forward to them. Now, in the Netherlands, you can study a bachelor's program, you can study an associate bachelor's, you can do a master's degree for 1 year and even 2 years. It depends on you and your university, right? Or your choice, of course, your choice. So you should put this thing into consideration. Now, I applied for a master's and boom, it came and the money came. I struggled, talked to some people, and nobody was willing to help. But this one family decided to help me. I'm still going to make another video to tell you guys because the money I had could not pay the fees. Netherlands is very, very expensive. Then I explain, we figure a way out, and boom, I paid part of the money and they paid part of the money and the tuition was completed. After 2 days, my school reached out to me and say they have received, and the next thing is I should sign some two documents. One is in the sending number and another one I can't remember the name. I think some rules to say, oh, I've not been locked up and stuff like that. So when I signed those documents, I forwarded them back immediately to my school. And after 1 day, they replied me that boom, they have applied for my visa. And remember, if you want to study in the Netherlands, please make sure that your passport, your international passport, is at least valid for more than 1 year to the start date. If you are starting lectures in October, make sure from October to 1 year ahead, your passport should still be valid because you need a visa for 3 months to come to the Netherlands. And after that, when you come to the Netherlands, you get your housing contract. Then you go to the council, the municipality, for them to give you the BSN number. Then without the BSN number, you can't open a bank account. When they give you the BSN number, you go to the council, and the council will be the one to give you the BSN number. I beg your pardon. After that, you can now go to municipality, then collect a particular document and go to the bank and create a bank account. Then when you create this account now, you will now give the details to the school. Your school will now refund you part of that money. Remember, they took tuition fee, insurance. They also took visa application fee and of course your living cost. So they are going to refund you back living costs. Okay, then the visa application fee goes to the embassy, and of course your tuition fee goes to the school. But remember, not every institution in the Netherlands will refund you the bulk money for living costs completely, right? So you should always check their sites to be sure of what they are going to do. Now, after you've come inside, but before we even talk, let's talk about what happens before you move to the Netherlands. Now, remember, as an African, when you get admissions, you have to apply for visa, right? Remember, they applied for your visa for you, your school. Every school year does the application. Okay, I talked about where you are going to check the school, study in the Netherlands.nl. Then after you check the schools, to navigate to the schools and do application, the school website will show you, and you can then do application using Study Link. Okay, Study Link is where you are going to get another portal called IGO portal. On IGO portal, you can connect the two, and you are going to be uploading those documents. Maybe they will ask for your passport, your birth certificate, your documents. You upload them to the IGO account. Okay, but through Student Link. So these are the two. I'm going to add a link below, and from there you can then figure it out, right? Thank you. Now, when you have all these things, when your school apply for your visa and the visa is out, they are going to send it to you. Then with your international passport, there is a document called the MVV form. You have to fill it as a visa application form. Remember, the school is sending you the information from the government. The government, you pay that money to the school, and the school applied for your visa as the host. Then the government accepted. Now the school will send back the acceptance letter to you. Then you now carry this acceptance letter, book an appointment with the Dutch embassy in either Cotonou or Ghana. Then you go there and apply for your visa. My visa didn't take up to 2.5 days. I got it exactly 2 days. Okay, after I did my application on Monday, and on Wednesday before 1 p.m., I was called to come and collect my passport at the Dutch embassy in Cotonou. The videos are there. I did a couple of videos explaining this procedure to you. So please, it is pretty easy to come to the Netherlands if you have the money. Okay, put all this into consideration to avoid all these visa rejections and stuff like that. Find your way, find money. I want to see most of you here, right? Thank you so much. I'm still going to make a video about my school, which school I am, and a whole lot of stuff. So please do not worry. It will drop very soon. Now, when you collect your visa, that is time for you to plan your trip. I went through Nigeria, through the border of Cameroon, through Nigeria. Then I went to Benin and applied for my visa. When it was ready, I moved back, followed the same road. I came back to Cameroon, packed my bags before I left. I'm answering this question because someone said, ask if I actually came back to Cameroon before moving to the Netherlands. Yes, I did. Okay. Then this is the procedure. Now, one thing you need to understand is that in the Netherlands, everything is connected. The system is a working system. This is not even a joke. Everything here is you. There is a video on my page I did the other day saying that my school gave me a laptop. This is the laptop here. It's very, very, very good laptop. Look at it. This is it. So things here are good. If you don't have certain things, they can give you, even if you don't have a bicycle, the government can give you money to buy a bicycle, or they can give you a laptop to use for studies and stuff like that. They want you to succeed. Okay, I'm just explaining this so that you know how my procedure went, but I spent a lot of money. There is a video I explain about all these things, so please go through it and see. Now you need to understand that in this country there are two intakes. You have the January intake and the September intake. Now remember my tuition fee. When I was asked to pay tuition, my tuition was about close to 12,000 euros. Now what happens is, if I was coming for January, they would have splitted my tuition into two. But since I came for September, my tuition is full 11,995. So I'm explaining these things to those of you who intend to come here. If you are intending, or if you are thinking of moving by January, know that your tuition, if your tuition is 10,000 euros, they will ask you to pay just 5,000 alongside the other monies I mentioned, right? So because from January to June, is after June is holidays, which January, February, March, April, May, June is 6 months. That is half a year. So they are taking half of your tuition fee. They are not taking complete tuition. I hope this helps you. This is just a little contribution I wanted you to understand. And again, remember, schools are very expensive, though there are a few scholarships that can help you navigate this, but escape this. But if you really need a scholarship, you need to look very well and open your eyes, right? There are scholarships, but most of the scholarships are partial scholarships, which I will recommend for you, but it's not going to be easy for you to get because sometimes they select just 3 4 maximum, and even the ones that they are selecting, it's so competitive. So always try to look at things from an angle where you can fund it. I hope you enjoy this. In other videos, you will see all the details. Check the channel.